In all the following movements, I will score myself out of a 3-point scale, 3 meaning no compensations. 2 and 1 will involve moderate to severe compensations, and 0 is scored if pain is associated with any portion of the movement. During my deep squat, my score has already moved down to a 2 because I begin on a heel lift. In the frontal view, I have taken note of my feet, knees, hips, and shoulders, and do not see any compensations. Then in the left lateral view, you can see my torso is parallel with my tibia, my femur is below horizontal, and my knees and the dowel are over my feet. Therefore, I would give myself an overall score of 2. Now we will analyze my hurdle step, starting with my right leg. As my right leg is lifted over, you can immediately see my alignment is lost in my hips, knees, and ankles. Then, as I am bringing my leg back over the dowel and hurdle do not remain parallel. For my right leg, I would give myself a score of 2. Next, as we look at my left leg, from the left lateral view, while my leg is being brought over the hurdle, you can see my leg is starting to swing over the hurdle, indicating that alignment is being lost in my hips, knees, and ankle. I would score myself a 2 as well, give me an overall score of 2 for the hurdle step. Next, we will analyze my inline lunge, beginning with my right leg in the right lateral view. As you watch me during the descending movements, you can note that the dowel remains in contact and there are no torso movements. Also, the dowel and my feet remain in the sagittal plane, and my knee touched the board behind my left foot. The same things can be said when I am ascending. I would give myself a score of 3 for my right leg. Then for my left leg and the frontal view, no torso movement is noted. The dowel and my feet remain in the sagittal plane, as well as my knee touches the board behind my foot. Therefore, I would give my score of 3 on the left foot, giving an overall score of 3 for the inline lunge. Now we will analyze my shoulder mobility. To score properly, we must first know that my hand length is 7.5 inches, so my shoulder mobility must remain below 11.25 in order to score higher than a 1. First, we will look at my right shoulder. The first is a 4. Secondly, it is again 4. And the final one is 3.5, giving myself a score of 3 on my right shoulder. On my left shoulder, you can immediately see the significant difference compared with the right. But the first is a 6. The second is also 6. And the final one is a 5, concluding with an overall score of 3 in my left shoulder and an overall score of 3 for my shoulder mobility. Next, we will look at my active straight leg raise, beginning with my right leg. As you can see, my left leg remains neutral, and a vertical line on my malleolus resides between mid-thigh and ASIS, giving me a score of 3 with my right leg. On my left leg, my right leg remains neutral, and a vertical line on my malleolus resides between mid-thigh and ASIS, giving me a score of 3 on my left leg. Therefore, an overall score of 3. For the trunk stability push-up, I began with my hands aligned with my chin. Then, as I lift, you can see my body lifts together with no lag in any part of my spine or body. Therefore, I would give myself a score of 3. Finally, we will analyze my rotary stability. As you can see, I start diagonally, automatically starting me at a 2. But I am able to complete the diagonal repetition, giving me an overall score of 2.